Shoutout na ko si James Otida diha. Tanawa din sa unsaon ka ko pagpildi pohon.
It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight.
James.
From Bankers Life Fieldhouse, tonight it's the Indiana Pacers. Play home. Opening tip controlled by the Golden State Warriors. Thompson to Durant. Thompson. Klay Thompson is going to get 3 shots here. A career 85% free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw.
Way to hit.
Shoutout ako si James Otida diha og iya media.
Second and 3, no good. Jay, no question, the Pacers were the surprise of the NBA last year. What are your expectations for them now?
Top 4 seed in the Eastern Conference, and it all starts with Victor Oladipo. Last year, he was the guy, but this year, he needs to become the man.
Curry to Cousins. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
And the defender's got to take note. Otherwise, that shot's going up all game long.
Oladipo into the front court. Down 2. Collison to Oladipo. Draymond Green pins it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Curry into the front court. He'll run the offense. And Cousins is fouled. Boogie going to the line. He's going to shoot 2.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
DeMarcus Cousins has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 73%. First one goes down.
Klaro ra diha sa imong monitor, James. Ang live na to.
And he makes them both.
Good shot.
Pacers control. Oladipo to Collison. Victor Oladipo with the slam.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Here's Curry with it up top. Leads a bucket. DeMarcus Cousins, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Oh, no. And that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Collison gets it in the right corner. DeMarcus Cousins sends it away. Has a chance.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
To Durant. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
This is basketball one-on-one, play inside out. Give the big man the ball, and the rest of the court will open up. That was an easy lay.
DeMarcus Cousins swats it. Turner.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
DeMarcus Cousins with a piece. DeMarcus Cousins able to recover with the block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Short jumper misses.
Palo silang lahat.
Kevin Durant lets it go. Not today.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
To Oladipo. The pass set it all up.
He's been doing this for years, the physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Cousins. Durant. His first effort off the mark. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
DeMarcus Cousins, 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Collison here against Steph. Draymond Green, huge block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Gets it in the left corner. Durant. It's rebounded by Indiana. To Oladipo. To Cousins. Trying to cash in. Add 2 points to the board. Jay, sum it up. Why was Victor Oladipo the most improved last year?
Because he was no longer Robin. Victor Oladipo has become Batman, and he attacks the game the same way Russell Westbrook does. That short stint at OKC taught Victor Oladipo how to compete 24/7.
Screen coming to Durant. Oladipo into the front court. 14-10 the score. Has a look. Oladipo, not that time. This will get out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Draymond Green with the block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
To Sean Livingston. For 3. That's off the side of the rim, no good. DeMarcus Cousins. That's now 4. He hasn't missed. 6'11", 270. That's a massive man. You can make a case there's nobody like him.
There isn't anybody like him in the NBA. He is an absolute bully on the block, can burrow his way through traffic, make it easy, and also possesses that sweet shooting touch from the outside.
Oladipo. Has a chance. Wide open look, won't go.
Woo, I'm telling you right now, he will not get a better look than that right there the rest of the night.
And Boogie with a little finesse. Guard-like skills at 6'11".
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. Indiana with the basketball. Oladipo to Young. Bojan Bogdanovic. Green always looking for the steal. Andre Iguodala tips it. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
This comes down to great execution both on the offensive and defensive end of the floor. Let's see if they can carry this into the second quarter.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. First quarter's complete. The Warriors with the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. It was right there. Green to Sean Livingston. Thompson smothering D.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Livingston to bring it up. His team on top by 8. Screen coming. Livingston to Cousins. Livingston lets it fly from beyond the arc. Now that's a contest. Tyreek Evans against the former Cougar. Oh, stolen by the Warriors.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Pacers with the possession. Evans to Matthews. Trying to cash in. Matthews unable to get it to go. Thaddeus Young. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Ed, I get it. I know why Indiana fans love Thaddeus Young. He's that guy that just shows up to work every day and is going to outwork you, outgrind you. They don't make players like that anymore.
To Young. Nothing going here on that drive. Matthews, tough matchup with Draymond Green. Young driving right to the basket. Matthews, too easy. Defense has to communicate.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the 3.
Livingston to Thompson. Fires the 3. That's off the side of the rim, short.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
Hey, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Thaddeus Young at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 67%. Off the mark on his free throw. To Green. Has a look. Green with a shot, no good.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Curry to Thompson. Here's a chance from long range and splash. Klay Thompson, quick catch and shoot there for 3.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Yes, Wesley Matthews. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and then you can get it any way you want it.
Tyreek Evans matched up with Durant. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Tyreek Evans trying to cash in on a 3-point play. Shoots it at 75% for his career. The free throw is good. It's back to a 1-point game. Curry to Durant. And counted at the rim.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Block up. Here you go.
Lays it up and in.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Yes, Klay Thompson. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
Thaddeus Young sizing up Draymond Green. Knocked loose. Stays in bounds. Really good hustle. No good. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Durant to Thompson. Curry. Message received. Well defended. Into the front court comes Collison. Leads one. And count the basket.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
And count the basket inside.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Curry to Green. Fires the three. No good. That's great defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Oh, he couldn't get it to go. To Thompson. From long range. Well defended. Collison into the front court. His guys can hold for the final shot. It's a big finish.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head him.
And the bucket's good for DeMarcus. Long key from 3/4 court. Time expires to end the first half. The Pacers have the lead.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. The Pacers have themselves a narrow lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaky. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Indiana Pacers. The Warriors are within striking distance at the half. And that deficit is a negative, of course. But I do... Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
It's Indiana basketball. Hands up. Offensive board. Another follow. Still no good.
This team is collectively feeding off their negative energy so far in the second half. Everybody is mad. Everybody is frustrated. Nobody's decided to take the torch and say, hey, look, follow my lead.
Thaddeus Young sizing up Draymond Green. Draymond Green rejects it. Kevin Durant sends it away. Evans. Shot from the lane won't go. To Durant. Nice pace, sets it up and slams it down.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
Cousins. Draymond Green. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
And a whistle.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
The drive, right to the basket. He was all over him. Missed the shot, no free throws.
You can't fall in love with the jump shots. You have to find ways to maybe even get to the free throw line. Keep your team in the game by putting points on the board.
Kevin Durant at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Career 88% from the line. Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. Now the Pacers go to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point ball game. Oladipo takes aim at Steph Curry. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
Victor Oladipo, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 80% at the line. First one, count it. And gets both to drop at the line. Kevin Durant with the rock. Beyond the arc for 3. And Kevin Durant unguardable. Hand in his face, he still hits the 3. Kevin Durant, dynamic once again.
And giving it to you any way you want it. On the block, from the perimeter, mouse in the house, whatever the scenario is, Kevin Durant has an answer.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
Curry to Thompson. Yes, Klay Thompson. 4 out of 7.
Klay isn't usually a guy that goes to the bucket. He usually pulls up for threes, but that was a nice, easy lay-in right there.
The screen sets him up for 2.
Oh, don't see the read, be the read.
Curry to bring it up. His team up by 1. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Pacers control. Knocked loose. Warriors come up with it. And it's Green. 4-2.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Oladipo to Turner. DeMarcus Cousins snatching it out of the air. Last touch by the Warriors. Scores, strong take.
The NBA's most improved player was a guy that always invested in himself, both on and off the court, but he always put in the work to be better. Was a sponge for information, an insatiable appetite to be the best. But the difference is, he's believing in himself. Whether that's singing at the NBA award show or performing at the highest level on the court, it's safe to say that Victor Oladipo has officially arrived.
Nice finish at the rim.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Possession lies with Golden State.
Defense, let's go.
Curry to Green. Curry. Yes. Give the advantage to the shooter.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing.
Matthews, guarded by Klay Thompson. Pacers recover. Matthews, unable to get it to go. Durant to Green. Going to launch beyond the arc. Won't go down. Oladipo into the front court. His guys trail now by 4. He gets it.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
We get a whistle and a timeout by Golden State as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point basketball game.
An effort only fully releases its reward after a person refuses to quit. What I like about this team is that they continue to execute. As a coach, we used to talk about it all the time. I would hear it every single day. Execute, execute, execute. But if you can play with energy and execute, that's the formula for success.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Livingston. Can't miss those. Into the front court comes Collison. His group now down 2. Miles Turner slams it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Nothing going here on that drive. And finishes. Draymond takes it out on the rim. Neither side is giving up an inch.
I guarantee you tomorrow on Complex's social feed, that play will have millions of views. And I'm really looking forward to this fourth quarter because the first 3 have lived up to the billing.
Oladipo sizing up Draymond Green. To Collison. Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Durant across the timeline. His guys can get a 2-for-1 if they time this out. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Indiana with the basketball. Baseline drive, the shot won't fall.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Has a chance. Wide open look, won't go. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The offense has very little to lose and make couple plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Klay Thompson trying to cash in on the 3-point play, shooting 66% in this contest. Missed the foul shot. He'll let one fly from half court. 3 quarters down, the Warriors with the lead. The Warriors won the opening tip, so they have it to start the 4th quarter. And they were able to flip the script in the 3rd. Because remember, Jay, they trailed at the break.
Yeah, but if they come out here in the 4th quarter and they think about protecting that lead, that is the wrong mindset. You don't want to protect anything. You want to go after it and hunt it. That's how you really get a win.
Runner here won't go down. Green. Oh, the pass stolen by Indiana.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Pacers with the possession. Matthews, tough matchup against Durant. Collison. Draymond Green pins it.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Pass to the rim. Joseph with it. His guys trail by 10. Count the basket inside.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Durant to Thompson. To Sean Livingston. Draymond Green. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Count the basket at the rim.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
It's Indiana basketball to Matthews. Won't go. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Now a whistle, and Indiana is going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. New blood coming in for both sides. Draymond Green sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Thompson to Green. Durant. Not that time. He missed it. The follow won't go either. Collison into the front court. Trailing by 14. Trying to cash in. Collison's shot won't fall. Curry with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Stephen Curry at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 90% at the line. Free throws good for Curry, and the Warriors extend their lead. Oladipo into the front court. His guys down big. Collison matched up with the two-time MVP. Count it.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Durant. To Green. Gets it in the right corner. Durant. Buries it.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard.
Oladipo into the front court. Down a bundle. Can't connect from inside. Green. There's the toss. Lays it in off the alley-oop pass.
Curry, obviously the greatest shooter we've ever seen. Yeah, I said it. But he's so good at driving and using his body to shield off the contact.
Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
Look, I get it. I've been one of the players who have had these mishaps happen to defensively. There is no worse feeling than the next day in film session watching yourself roam on the island by yourself. Somebody in this particular moment needs to tell you to get your head out of you-know-what to get back in the game.
Great feed. They love this hustle. Ball's tied up. Neither player wants to give it up. They make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Thompson to bring it into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Oh, knocks it down from three.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough two rather than an easy three.
Durant with the basketball up top. His guys holding the big lead. To Thompson. 4-3. He engulfed him that time. To Oladipo. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down. He's been a one-man show. But, Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star. Their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Textbook defense. Oladipo into the front court. He'll run the offense. For three, he's had a good shooting performance, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough.
Yeah, no one else pretty much helped out. As a coach, I will be irate that nobody helped pick up the slack. Look, one man can never beat five.
Curry to Cousins. And scores.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me that if you only get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Thaddeus Young swats it.
That kid can block out the sun, huh?
Bojan Bogdanovic, defended by Draymond Green. Short jumper won't go down. Durant buries it on the catch and shoot.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Warriors were solid in today's victory. Sometimes a team can hurt itself by being too aggressive on defense. And sometimes a team can guarantee itself a win by using defensive aggression in a focused way, like we saw here today. Check out the leading scores for the Golden State Warriors.
So the next live na to, guys.
The Pacers didn't get the victory they wanted here today. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result. But they can't let that feeling linger.
Every night
Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. Check out the leading score for the Indiana Pacers.
Peace.
Game track. Assists.
The Golden State Warriors played fantastic team basketball today. Ball movement. See y'all.